Hey guys, Megan's trial is coming to an end, and this is an update of the trial of Tory Lanez, the rapper who's accused of shooting Megan. So the closing arguments were today, Thursday, the 22nd of December, 2022, and the jurors will be deliberating on what they heard. So as it stands now, Tory Lanez's lawyer is saying that he's not responsible for the shooting. It wasn't him that shot Megan, it was her friend. And the waters are really muddied because initially everyone thought that it was a slam dunk that Tory Lanez was supposed to be accused of this shooting and the finger would definitely be pointed to him without a reasonable doubt. However, now that it's been asserted that a friend of Megan was in the vicinity with Tory Lanez and gun residue was found on her as well as Tory Lanez. So now the water is muddy as to who really did the shooting. Megan herself said she did not see Corey actually firing the gun, although she saw him with a gun in his hand and he was saying, "Dance, bitch, dance." However, she did not see him firing. So Tory Lanez's attorney are saying he did not fire. It was the friend who fired the gun. So as far as Tory Lanez's lawyers are concerned, the reasonable doubt has been casted. And I must say the jurors are going to have a difficult time in this one because it's not a slam dunk case of who done it. They really have to look at the evidence closely and determine beyond a reasonable doubt if Tory Lanez was the shooter. And if he's not the shooter, why would her friend make that call and say 911, Tory just shot Megan? And people are saying also, Tory Lanez's attorney is saying that she did it to set him up, to make it seem as though she did not do the shooting, but he did. Megan herself said that this woman and her was as thick as sisters, and after the shooting, they spoke one time and had never seen each other again, but they saw each other in the courtroom. That was the only time between the time of the shooting and the present time that she had seen her. So why did she drop off the radar? Instead of embracing Megan, who was supposed to be her friend, she just stopped calling and stopped showing her face. So it kind of looks suspicious in the eye of a lot of people. Kelsey Harris is the friend who was named at the scene, and she denied shooting Megan, and who was supposed to be Megan's good friend or best friend. She got in the courtroom. She said she did not do the shooting. She had her lawyers there with her. And so the jury is now deliberating who actually did the shooting. If the verdict comes in that Tory Lanez is innocent, then I think the police is going to have no choice than to arrest Kelsey Harris for shooting Megan. Allegedly. So the text message that said, "Help, Tory shot Meg, 911," that was read in the courtroom. You would think that that was enough to put a nail in the coffin that Tory was the one who did the shooting. But Tory's lawyers has cast that reasonable doubt in the eyes of the jurors that he did not do the shooting. It was Kelsey who did the shooting. So when Kelsey Harris got on the witness stand to testify, she said that she does not know why she wrote that particular note because she didn't see Lanez doing the shooting. But what she does not realize, it implicates her because it was only her and Lanez at the scene of the shooting. And if Lanez did not do it and she didn't see him doing it, then she directly implicated herself. So as far as I know, Megan's bodyguard is still missing and the police is on a manhunt for him because he was supposed to testify in court. Now he's the one who Kelsey Harris said she sent that message to, the message that says Lanez shot Megan 911. I guess she said 911 in the message for him to dial 911. But now she's recanting that statement, and she said she don't know why she sent it, because she didn't see him with a gun. She was supposed to be testifying for the prosecutors, and she got immunity, and she did not give up the ghost. She did not really help them to identify Tory Lanez as the shooter, because although she saw the weapon in his hand, she did not see him actually firing the shot. But as the bullets hit the ground, she heard him saying, "Dance, bitch, dance." Tory Lanez opted not to testify as closing arguments began in the trial over Megan Thee Stallion shooting. It's left to be seen if it's going to help him or hurt him when the jury comes back with their verdict. But what we do know is that Kelsey Harris is in legal jeopardy. So I wonder if she realized she put herself in jeopardy of getting arrested when she made that statement. But they give her immunity, but I don't know if the immunity covers her not being arrested. We'll see how this plays out when the jurors come back after they deliberate and they come in with a verdict. Lanez's attorney advised him not to testify, so he did not testify in his own behalf. It might go against him. On the other hand, it might not. It all depends on the jurors and how they see all the evidence after examining the evidence. If they determine that he should have testified, then it might not go well for him. So on Wednesday, a prosecutor urged the jury to find Tory Lanez guilty of shooting and wounding Megan Thee Stallion. So this is what the lawyers, both prosecutor as well as the defense attorneys, said in their closing arguments. These are some of the statements. So the prosecutors closed with, Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the Hollywood Hills because it was nothing more than a bruised ego. But the defense insisted the rapper didn't fire the gun at all, instead accusing Megan's friend Kelsey Harris of pulling the trigger after a jealous argument. When Megan insulted his ability as an artist, that's when he became upset. The prosecutor said, this case is about a guy who shot a girl, then apologized for it in a tape-recorded call from jail. Hours later, Deputy District Attorney Alexander Butt said in his closing argument. So folks, now we're waiting for the jury to come back with their verdict, and we're going to see who is going to get off or if someone is going to go to jail. Well, there you have it, folks. Megan is a self-proclaimed strong black woman who is not going to go down without a fight. And hopefully she wins her battle in court against whoever shot her. We don't know who shot her. That's being deliberated right now by the jurors. They're going to come back with a verdict. And then we're going to know who they decided, based on the evidence, who shot Megan. So I can imagine it was very frustrating for the prosecutors because they were trying to get Kelsey Harris to state exactly what happened, and she invoked her Fifth Amendment rights on so many occasions. So she did not help the prosecutors, although she got immunity. So they were expecting her to really open up and state exactly what happened, but she took the fifth on a lot of occasions, said she didn't see exactly what happened. She didn't see the gun being fired by Lanez. And so they wanted Lanez to probably testify, and maybe on the cross-examine they can get some information out of him, but he chose not to testify. So after the case is over and the verdict comes in, so now word on the street is after the case is all over and done, that Megan Thee Stallion might be suing a few people for defamation. Some of the bloggers who have been posting negative things about her concerning the case, that she's a liar, etc. So this is what's being said, that she might sue a few people for defamation. So Joe Button received some backlash saying that Megan Thee Stallion did some terrible things to some of the people he know and some of his friends, although he did not specify what exactly she did. He said she's a horrible person, and a horrible person towards his friends and people who have been in the rap game for much longer than her. He went on to say, personally, I've seen this woman do some horrible things to some of the really great people that I have long-standing relationships with in this industry, so I am biased. You can't just treat my friends and people that I F with and people I've seen in this game for 15 years a certain way. Anyway, YouTubers, what are your thoughts on what's going on with Megan's trial? The jury is out deliberating. They're going to come back with a verdict of if Tory Lanez is guilty or not guilty. What do you think the verdict is going to be? Is it going to be in Tory's favor, Megan's favor? And if he's found innocent of the charges, then do you think they're going to now charge the friend, Kelsey Harris, who was with them the night of the shooting? Megan had an interview with the HuffPost, and this is just what she had to say concerning some of her struggles and her mindset, why she's so strong, and what sets her apart. Let's take a listen.
The type of household I grew up in, I never knew it was wrong, or I never knew people felt a way about black women or black women's opinions, or I didn't know it was it was going to be such a controversy to say protect black women. Like, this is just even the men in my family, nobody ever made me feel like the type of person I am was wrong. So being an adult now, and I see the type of struggles it is to be a black woman, I definitely feel like I always got to put on for us. I always got to represent. A lot of people don't have a voice, but if I have a big platform, so let me be one of the voices for us. And it's just, especially, I'm a tall black woman too. So when you grow up and you're tall and you're thick and you're very intimidating, people always got something to say. People always coming at you. But I've always been very confident. So other women that really look like me, I feel like I had to give us that little extra spice. I had to let them know, like, I'm thick. Yes, I'm here. I'm tall. Yes, I'm here. I'm brown skinned. Yes, I'm here. What's up? Like, and what about it? When I put my mind to something, I have to do it no matter what it is. I got to see it through. I got to finish it. With school, that's just definitely what it was. I started school. My grandmother was definitely on my butt. I started school. My mom was alive when my great grandmother was alive. So when they passed, I was just definitely like, you know what? I'm not doing it just for me, but I'm doing it for them too, because I know they will be so proud. And yeah, I just feel like I get it from the women that I grew up around. Like, everybody around me was so strong, and those were my heroes. That's who I looked up to. So I feel like no matter what comes at me, whatever I'm focused on, like, I'm going to reach that goal. Like, I'm going to jump over those obstacles and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to be doing. You can't take my mind off nothing. You can't deter me from my path. What's meant for me is for me. And I feel like that's why I'm so blessed, because it's just for me.
Now there you have it, folks. Megan speaking her mind, and we get a glimpse into her mindset. So we are waiting for the jurors to come back with a verdict. YouTubers, I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.